Pop Culture Bios.
Super Singers.
Katy Perry.
From gospel singer to pop star.
Nadia Higgins.
Learner.
Introduction.
I am a girl.
I am allowed to be emotional.
Katy Perry is practically glowing in a shimmery white mini dress.
On the front,
a bubble gum machine spills polka dots down the skirt.
It's
November 2010,
and
Katy owns the stage
as
she performs at the BBC Radio 1 Teen Awards in London, England.
Next up
is her favorite song,
Firework.
Thank you for supporting this song so much, Katy goes on, because it means the world to me.
Her voice cracks on the word world, and her blue-green eyes are suddenly filled with tears. But when the beat starts pounding, Katy's on again. She pumps a fist in the air. Then her whole body's bouncing. The crowd is a sea of waving arms by the time she breaks into the chorus. Her fans, her Katy cats, are singing their hearts out. Chorus equals the part of a song that repeats. Katy has said that Firework is about how everybody holds a spark of greatness. As with all of her songs, Firework comes from her own life, and there's no doubt that Katy's own spark has exploded into fireworks. As the
song ends, Katy's up on the shoulders of two dancers. She's got both arms straight overhead.
The crowd is going crazy.
This is Katy's party, and she's loving every second.
Chapter 1.
Christian Roots.
Katy and her brother David in 2008.
Katy and her sister Angela in 2008.
Katy
with her parents in 2010.
Funny, funky, and
undoubtedly adorbs,
Katy
Perry is sometimes known as the class clown of pop.
She's also famous for being edgy, naughty, and groundbreaking in both music and fashion. Her friends say she's hardworking and oh so determined. One thing's for sure, Katy follows her own rules with a wink and a cartwheel. And just look where that has taken her. The sassy star has burned up the charts in more than 25 countries. She's won tons of awards and sold millions of albums. In 2011, she became the first female artist ever to have 6 top 40 hits at the same time. Top 40 equals the most popular 40 songs in the United States in a given week. Pastor's Daughter. Katy Perry is full of surprises, and one of them is her past. She was born Catherine Elizabeth Hudson on October 25, 1984 in Santa Barbara, California. She grew up as the middle child of 3 in a strict Christian home. Both her parents are pastors. Katy's parents wanted to protect her from what they felt were negative influences, so they played only gospel music at home. The only book they had around was the Bible, and most TV shows and movies were off limits. On Halloween, the family turned off the lights and stayed in. Katy's parents thought it was wrong to celebrate a holiday that's all about ghosts, goblins, and other dark creatures. For several years, Katy's family lived all around the United States. Her parents preached wherever they were welcome. Katy got used to changing schools and making new friends. She got used to times when money was tight. Lucky she's blessed. Katy wasn't allowed to use the word lucky when she was growing up. It sounded too much like Lucifer, a name for the devil. To this day, Katy uses the word blessed instead. Gospel equals an emotional style of Christian music. A spunky kid. Katy was a happy, active kid. Her legs were covered in bruises from climbing trees. She started to
Katy's parents wanted to protect her from what they felt were negative influences, so they played only gospel music at home. The only book they had around was the Bible, and most TV shows and movies were off limits.
On
Halloween, the family turned off the lights and stayed in. Katy's parents thought it was wrong to celebrate a holiday that's all about ghosts, goblins, and other dark creatures.
For
several years, Katy's family lived all around the United States. Her parents preached wherever they were welcome. Katy got used to changing schools and making new friends. She got used to times when money was tight. Lucky she's blessed. Katy wasn't allowed to use the word lucky when she was growing up.
It
sounded too much like Lucifer, a name for the devil.
To this day,
Katy uses the word blessed instead. Gospel equals
an
an emotional style of Christian music.
A
A spunky kid. Katy was a happy, active kid.
Her
Her legs were covered in bruises from climbing trees and jumping off stuff.
She
loved to surf and skateboard.
When
she was 8,
her
her
dad
dad started bringing her to garage sales.
Katy
had a knack for finding cool old treasures.
Her
Her unique style was already showing.
At
At
9,
Katy started singing in church.
Her
Her
parents
parents
saw
saw that she had talent.
They
They signed her up for singing lessons and then guitar lessons. Katy's father began paying her $10 every time she sang for people, whether it was at church groups, birthday parties, family gatherings, or wherever. Katy loved to work a crowd. Ouch! Katy's family couldn't afford to take Katy to the dentist for several years.
When she
When she finally did go, she had 13 cavities.
A
A
magical
magical
moment.
moment.
Katy
had always gone to Christian schools,
but in
but in ninth grade, she started attending a public school near Santa Barbara.
Her
Her friends introduced her to pop music. Whenever she went to the home of a friend who had cable TV, the first thing she'd do was turn on MTV. Katy's ninth grade school picture.
She
She started to sneak pop music home.
She'd
She'd listen with headphones and under a blanket so her parents wouldn't hear.
At a
At a sleepover, Katy heard the 70s rock band Queen.
You know
how everyone has their own magical moment in hearing something they love? Katy asked in an interview with Esquire magazine.
That
happened to me with Queen.
From
From that instant on, Katy was gaga for Freddie Mercury, Queen's lead singer.
He
He was a glam rocker and way over the top in everything from his attitude to his music. Things were shaking up in Katy's world. Katy was inspired by glam rocker Freddie Mercury.
Here,
He performs with Queen in 1985. Talent Scout
equals
a person who finds unknown artists and helps them to build a career. Christian singer. Meanwhile, Katy was still singing at church.
One day,
a talent scout from the Christian music industry spotted her.
He
He saw a star in the making. Katy was thrilled that the scout liked her singing.
She
She started dreaming of
making
it big.
Her
Her parents encouraged her to go for her dreams.
At
At 14, Katy began spending lots of time in Nashville, Tennessee,
the
the
heart
heart
of the
of the
Christian
Christian music scene.
She
She made lots of friends in the city. She'd spend weeks at a time in Nashville, crashing on friends' floors or lumpy couches.
She
She started writing and recording Christian songs.
She
She played the guitar so much her fingers hurt.
At
At 15, Katy dropped out of school to focus full-time on her music.
Soon
she signed on with a Christian recording company and cut her first album, Katy Hudson.
It's a
It's a far cry from what Katy cats know today.
At
At this point, Katy's teenage dream seemed more prayer than party. Katy's album didn't even sell 200 copies before the company tanked. Katy was 16 and had no clue what she should do next.
High
High school, take two. After Katy left high school, she kept on studying on her own. She went on to pass her GED test, an exam that lets people earn a high school degree without attending classes. Chapter 2. The New Katy. Katy rocks her new look after turning from Christian music to pop. By 17, Katy had started over. She was now Katy Perry, not Katy Hudson. Perry had been her mom's last name before she married. Katy took the name so people wouldn't confuse her with the actress Kate Hudson. She was done with Christian music. She was living in Los Angeles, trying to make it in the world of pop. Why did Katy change? Some people say she turned her back on her Christian roots so she could get famous. But Katy says no way. She just felt that her world had opened up. I've gone from living in a 1D world to a 3D world, she dished to InStyle magazine when asked about her transformation. She explained that she was psyched to explore everything she'd missed as a kid. Her Jesus tattoo. Katy has Jesus tattooed in Greek cursive on her wrist. She got the tattoo when she was 18. It was to always remind her where she came from. To this day, Katy considers herself a Christian. Tough times. Katy knew she needed an ally in Los Angeles, someone to help her get ahead. One day, she was watching VH1 and saw an interview with big-time producer Glenn Ballard. He had helped one of Katy's all-time favorite singers, Alanis Morissette, make it to the top. Katy set up an audition with the music guru. She wowed him right away. He agreed to help her get a recording deal ASAP. In 2003, Katy signed with a major recording label. She spent a year working on an album until the bosses changed their minds. Katy was dropped. Then, in 2004, Katy got a second break. She signed with another major recording company. She almost finished another album when, again, the label dropped her. The head honchos thought she wouldn't stand out. Producer equals a music professional who helps musicians record their best album possible. It took a while for Katy to climb to the heights she knows today. Did Katy have what it took to survive in the pop music biz? Did she have both the talent and the confidence? She wasn't sure anymore. Later, she would tell Billboard magazine how helpless she felt. I used to just feel numb, she spilled. It was like taking a kid to Disneyland and making them wait outside. The people just wouldn't let me through the gates. Plus, Katy was broke. She scraped by, doing whatever work she could find. One position she took was an office job for a music company. She sat at a desk all day and listened to demos by other artists. It was up to her to spot the next big star, when all she wanted was to be a big star herself. For Katy, it was pretty sucktastic. Demo equals a sample of music an artist puts together to show to recording companies. Listen up, Katy Cats. What advice would Katy give to someone who wants to follow in her footsteps? 1. Learn to play a musical instrument. 2. Perform every chance you get at cafes, restaurants, churches, and anywhere else they'll give you a stage. 3. Don't take no for an answer. Finally, would anybody want Katy after she'd been dropped 2 times? In late 2006, an answer came from Capitol Records. Yes, the top dogs here were not only smitten with Katy's style and sound, they also knew how tough she was. They knew she could handle the pressures of fame. Katy had written about 70 songs by then. Some of them were good enough for a new album. Still, Katy needed a smash hit. Capitol brought in top songwriters to work with her. Katy says the chorus for I Kissed a Girl popped into her head one morning in the shower. In May 2008, the catchy single stormed the world of pop music. Everybody was talking about Katy, and some people were not happy. Single equals a song that is sold by itself, not as part of an album. They said the song was immoral because it encouraged teens to be gay. Others said it was disrespectful to gay people. They said Katy was just pretending to be gay to sell her music. To Katy, it was just a fun song about a girl crush she'd really had. She told the British Observer, I play music. I'm not running for president. If only the world would stop walking on eggshells and get a sense of humor. Kitty Purry. Katy loves her cat, Kitty Purry. So why wasn't she psyched to hug Kitty during the video for I Kissed a Girl? It's because she's freaked out by cat hair. She absolutely hates getting it on her clothes. She felt like running for a lint roller every 5 seconds. Chapter 3. Class Clown of Pop. Katy's album, One of the Boys, became the summer smash of 2008. Her life became a blur of travel from one publicity event to the next. She could hardly walk down the street or eat at a restaurant without a fan coming up to her. Did Katy complain? No way! She tried every day to stay grateful for her amazing success. Publicity event equals an event such as a TV interview meant to spread the word about an artist. Fruit plus cats plus Katy cats. Meanwhile, Katy started getting ready for her first world tour. Her number one goal for the Hello Katy show? Fun. So she themed the show around two of her favorite things, fruit and cats. Random? Maybe. Playful? Totes. That's Katy Perry. The tour ran for most of 2009. During each show, Katy changed from one catsuit to the next. She bounced giant blow-up strawberries across the arena like beach balls. Giant blow-up strawberries were a big part of the Hello Katy tour. More Katy faves. Snack. Kettle corn. Sweet and salty popcorn. Fruit. Pineapple. Junk food. Chicken McNuggets. Can't live without item. Silk sleep mask. Way to exercise. Jumping rope. She does it before every show. Way to relax, cleaning your house. She's a neat freak. BFFs, designer Marcus Molinari, right with Katy, and singer Rihanna. Her teenage dream. By the fall of 2009, something else exciting was happening in Katy's life. She had met British comedian Russell Brand the year before at the filming of a comedy movie. Russell was starring in the movie, and Katy played a minor role, which was later cut. She ran into Russell again at a rehearsal for an award show in New York City. She jokingly threw an empty water bottle at his head to get his attention. It totally worked. The pair began dating shortly after. They got engaged that New Year's Eve while riding on an elephant in India. Rehearsal equals a practice run of a live show. As always, Katy poured her feelings into her music. She wrote Teenage Dream and E.T. about her Cloud9 feelings for Russell. That winter and spring, she worked hard on her next album, Teenage Dream. In a way, the stakes were even higher this time. Katy had to surprise fans with a new sound. At the same time, she couldn't disappoint them by going too far off track. Katy's answer? Get dancier. Katy made sure this album would get people sweaty. Katy and Russell Brand. Branching out. Meanwhile, Katy seemed even busier. As a guest judge on American Idol, Katy showed once again that she was a gal who spoke her mind. She didn't hesitate to give performers the real scoop on what she thought of their singing. Then, when her American Idol gig was up, she turned on her sweet side to perform the voice of Smurfette for the Smurfs movie. Katy shows off her sparkly Smurfette dress while promoting the Smurfs movie. As the summer of 2010 wound down, Katy was getting ready to launch her own perfume, Purr. This floral and fruity scent would be sold in purple cat-shaped bottles. Katy couldn't wait to introduce the fragrance to her fans. Teenage Dream also came out around this time. But Katy soon found herself in the news for another reason. A skit she'd done for Sesame Street was being pulled at the last minute. Parents thought the green dress she wore during the video was too low cut for preschoolers. Thanks, Katy. Another reason to be friends with Katy? She wears most of her adorable outfits just one time. Then she gives them away to friends.
This is Baggy. Baggy, say hi.
Married life. In October 2010, Katy and Russell were married in India, but rumors about the couple started swirling right away. Magazines and websites claimed that Russell was cheating, or that Katy was cheating. They said the pair's romance was on the rocks. The rumors made Katy stabby, so she stopped reading them. Her 2011 New Year's resolution? No more Googling herself. Come on over. Katy and Russell moved into a cool old house in Los Angeles. They put a huge teepee on the front lawn. They filled it with pillows so their friends could come over and hang out on warm evenings. Katy and Russell shortly after their wedding. In February 2011, Katy began her year-long California Dreams tour. This time, Katy's theme was candy. She oversaw every detail to make sure the show was epic. The tour featured piped-in candy smells, a cotton candy cloud, a candy cane staircase, dancing gingerbread men, and no fewer than 20 outfit changes for Katy. Katy made sure to have at least one night with Russell for every 2 nights on stage. But somewhere along the way, things fell apart. In December 2011, Russell filed for divorce. Glam Nap. It takes a couple of hours to do Katy's makeup for a show. All the prep makes Katy impatient. So instead of just sitting there while her makeup artists work their magic, Katy catches a few Z's. She even ordered a comfy dentist chair that she can lie back in while she gets glammed. When she wakes up, she looks fab. Change ahead. Katy has been super private about the breakup, but in January 2012, she tweeted, "I am so grateful for all the love and support I've had from people around the world. You guys have made my heart happy again." Katy's next plans are just to keep on growing as a person, so she can write more awesome songs. She revealed to interviewer Barbara Walters that, "I hope to be changing to the last day I'm on this earth. If Katy's ever evolving, ever exciting past is any indication, she'll have no trouble meeting that goal." Katy picks.